All right, today on the channel, I want to talk to you guys about hunting out of a smallish SUV. This Honda Pilot has sucked the last couple years hunting out of it, but I'm trading in hopefully this season. But there's been a few things that I've come to realize hunting out of this, both as a dad and somebody who has some business stuff going on, that I think I can bring some perspective to hunting with this as your full-time rig. There's a lot of negatives, I feel like, compared to some of the trucks I've had in the past. Might be specific to the Pilot or the small SUV game. All right, starting number one here, the seat. The seat is not comfortable. My butt goes numb. I've driven to Minnesota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and after about 3 or 4 hours in this seat, it's not near as comfortable as my old Ram 1500. As far as the gas mileage is concerned, there's obviously a wind there, getting about 24-ish miles to the gallon. Cockpit space is okay, but other than that, the butt going numb, the seat is not near as comfortable as the bigger SUVs and pickup trucks. So, moving to the rear of the vehicle, the back seat. Now I gotta clean this guy out, but I got a lot of business stuff going on, working a lot of hours, can't get to it right now. But I got car seats back there because I got kids. So every hunt, I gotta take these car seats out to lay it flat to put the jet sled in. It's like a huge 10-15 minute jack around. And the real pain in the ass comes Monday morning when you forget to put the car seats back in. It's time to drive the littles around. You gotta put those car seats back in, and it might be like raining that morning, it might be cold. It's a jack around factor that just over time kind of wears you out as the season goes along. Another couple negatives, I don't have a hitch on this, so I didn't utilize my hitch hauler for the last couple months, years, and that's kind of a pain in the ass. This thing obviously doesn't have the same engines as some of the bigger SUVs and the trucks on the road, so pulling anything with notable size, definitely not happening. Pulling anything well, even less. But here's my final hatred of this vehicle. And obviously with hunting, with life, you're pulling stuff in and out the truck a ton. Look, I've been to Home Depot today. I can't fit as much into this as you can't even. We have a minivan. Fishing rod, I broke one of those with this thing, just putting stuff in here. The minivan has way more room than this. Here's the other thing. Look at this hitch, or the hatch right here. Nobody at Honda, I'm like 6'1". Nobody at Honda must be over 6 foot, because both on my wife's van and this SUV, I have smoked my dome so many times when this hatch doesn't open all the way and you put a little downhill slant in it. There was one time I literally about blacked out because of how hard I hit my head on this latch. But it's something when you're hunting and fishing and just doing stuff, you're moving to the truck with like a little bit of force, a little bit of momentum. Boom, head goes off this. It is not a fun time. But with my trucks in the past, I've put the jet sled in the back of the truck. My tree stands go in that. And I'm able to hunt just very efficiently. Car seats don't need to move all that much. My bow goes in it. Oh, another thing I want to talk about with the SUV versus the pickup truck, if you're a mobile hunter and you're putting your tree stand in and out of the back of the truck, that's a win. That's a win. You could throw that thing in the back, throw a little bike lock around it if you want some extra security. But with the small SUV, if you're putting your tree stand in and around here, you got 2 glass windows right here that if that stand bumps against, or maybe your bow would bump against, you're gonna break these windows. You're gonna break this back glass. So that is another area of like just a pain in the ass out of hunting out of a small SUV. I'm sure there's guys out there that have systems in play that really like the small SUV, but for me, it was just a big no.